Hello, Denver Broncos fans. Let's get straight to the point with the latest updates shaking up the Denver Broncos world. We've got some breaking news that will have everyone on the edge of their seats. The Denver Broncos are clearly committed to giving quarterback Bo Nix more options on offense for the upcoming season. However, so far, the only significant addition to the wide receiver group has been the signing of Trent Sherfield from the Minnesota Vikings. Still, it seems evident that the team does not consider this reinforcement sufficient and is likely to pursue another target through the draft or a trade. Given the team's needs, a trade seems to be the most plausible option. The Broncos still need to strengthen areas such as the running game and the offensive line, making it less likely that they will use a high draft pick to select a receiver. Additionally, if the goal is to provide Nix with a true elite target, relying on the draft could be risky, especially considering that the team only picks at the 20th spot. The Denver Broncos have struggled in the passing game in recent years, especially after Peyton Manning's retirement. Since then, the franchise has been searching for a reliable quarterback, and now with Bo Nix, a promising young talent, the team needs to provide him with the right targets to maximize his potential. While Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy are solid options, neither has consistently established themselves as a true WR1 in the NFL. The addition of Trent Sherfield brings depth to the roster but does not solve the need for a dominant receiver. Sherfield is a reliable and experienced player, but he has never been a focal point in an NFL offense. Therefore, the Broncos need a big-name player to complement their receiving core and give Bo Nix a dependable target in critical moments. Trade proposal gaining traction could transform the Broncos' offense. In this scenario, Denver would receive Super Bowl champion A.J. Brown and the 134th draft pick, while the Philadelphia Eagles would get Jaquan McMillan, Jordan Jackson, and 3 valuable draft picks, the 51st, 85th, and 122nd. This trade would secure the Broncos their dream offensive weapon, while the Eagles would acquire young defensive talents and significant draft capital to rebuild their roster. A.J. Brown is widely recognized as one of the best wide receivers in the league, combining speed, strength, and excellent contested catchability. His presence in the Broncos' offense would give Bo Nix an elite target capable of turning plays into big yardage gains and touchdowns. Furthermore, Brown's experience as a Super Bowl champion would bring a winning mentality to the locker room. While this trade might seem surprising to some, there are good reasons for the Eagles to consider it. Philadelphia lost key defensive players after their Super Bowl run and urgently needs reinforcements to stay competitive. The addition of an experienced cornerback and a defensive lineman, along with new draft picks, would help minimize those losses. Additionally, the Eagles' offense would still feature Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and Devonta Smith, ensuring that their offensive power remains intact. The trade would also help relieve the salary cap by offloading Brown's contract, creating space for future signings and roster adjustments. The Philadelphia Eagles have historically valued rebuilding through the draft. With this trade, they could continue that strategy by adding defensive talents who could help strengthen a unit that suffered considerable losses in the last offseason. If this trade materializes, Brown could be the missing piece needed to turn the Broncos into one of the most feared teams in the league again. Under Sean Payton's leadership, the offense could reach a new level, especially if Nix lives up to his developmental expectations. Additionally, Brown's experience and winning mentality would be crucial in helping young receivers like Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin develop. Brown has already proven to be one of the league's top receivers. Last regular season, he recorded 67 receptions, 1,079 yards, and 7 touchdowns, while also shining in the playoffs with 12 catches, 163 yards, and 2 touchdowns. With 3 Pro Bowl selections and 3 second-team All-Pro nominations, he remains one of the NFL's biggest stars. A.J. Brown's arrival in Denver would mean the team finally has a true WR1 to lead the offense. His route running skills reliable. Hands and ability to create separation would give Nix a dependable target across all areas of the field. Moreover, Brown has experience playing in dynamic offensive systems, making him a valuable piece in Payton's scheme. The addition of A.J. Brown would completely change the Broncos' offensive dynamics. With a dominant receiver on the roster, the team could diversify its plays and become more efficient in the passing game. Additionally, Brown's presence would help create opportunities for other players like Courtland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, who could benefit from the extra defensive attention Brown would attract. Another major positive would be the impact Brown could have on Bo Nix's development. Having an experienced and talented receiver by his side would help Nix gain confidence and grow as a quarterback. The partnership between a young QB and an elite veteran wide receiver could be the key to the Broncos' long-term success. While this trade may come as a surprise, the direction the Eagles appear to be heading in could lead some of their players to reconsider their future with the team. If Brown is one of those players, the Broncos must act quickly to ensure he wears Denver's orange next season. With A.J. Brown on board, the Broncos could finally become a competitive team again. The team has an experienced coach, a promising young quarterback, and now they would be adding one of the league's best wide receivers. This combination could turn Denver into a true playoff contender and perhaps a future Super Bowl competitor. Now, we wait to see how the negotiations unfold and whether this trade will actually happen. If the Broncos manage to secure Brown, they will be taking a major step toward rebuilding their franchise and strengthening their offense for the upcoming seasons. And now, we want to hear from you. What do you Denver Broncos fans think about this potential trade? Would A.J. Brown be the missing piece to make the team more competitive? Drop your comments and share your opinions. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more NFL content.